Now that I have this full prot 4 armor and a maxed out sword and bow, I want to try to solo a raid. And the raid has begun. And the first round is already done. I think the Iron Golem did most of that. And that is the second wave done. And that is the third wave done. I've taken only half a heart of damage so far. I actually almost just died to a witch's poison. That's the one thing that can get literally anyone. Anyways, that's the fourth round over. I accidentally hit the golem when I was trying to kill a ravager. Goodbye, golem. And that is the first totem from this raid. And that is the fifth round completed, I think. And that is the second totem. And that is a successful sixth round. I just killed 3 more evokers from this last round, and I got 3 totems, so now I'm up to 5. And with this last guy dead, that is the 7th round and the entire raid completed. And the loot I got from that was 5 totems and a stack and 13 emeralds. And it was really easy. I only took like up to 1 heart of damage at a time, except for that time when the witch got me down to half a heart. That was pretty scary. But yeah, this confirms that I can easily solo raids with this new gear. Anyways, the focus of this episode isn't gonna be fighting or getting new gear. It's gonna be making this base, because I've just been living in this copper outline for way too long. So I've built this. It's a little bit of a concept. I have a few different blocks. It's a bit of a stone gradient for the walls so far. And right now I've been doing the floor, which I'm gonna have slabs over torches for, which will give me some free hidden lighting. Anyways, I want to make this gradient a little bit like bigger, not just cobbled deep slate to stone. So I'll see you when I get that a little bit done. So now I have done that gradient a lot more, and I think this is the right height for this build. I also filled out that second layer with some spruce slabs. Right now I just have a dirt staircase up here. And right here is where my bedroom is going, but it still really needs some detailing. And I just did a little bit of detailing. I added all these copper pillars, and there's a little bit of dark oak pillars, because I didn't want to have 3 copper pillars all right next to each other. And I have now done a little bit more detailing here. I made a nice design. It looks kind of unnatural right now, but I think once the roof goes on there, then it'll look really nice and fit in. And I made this spiral staircase. It's quite simple. We just have stripped dark oak logs in the middle. And I made myself a little bed area. I was gonna do like fully diagonal slabs, but apparently if a block or a slab is right here, the bed is obstructed. But if it's not there, then I can sleep in it. And here's this window that's part of that detailing part I showed you in the front. I should probably add a bit of detailing on the inside so it's not just a flat window. But a more urgent matter is creepers keep blowing this up. I literally only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 15 bookshelves left. And I only got 8 of these books from the explosion. And my solution to this, because this has happened multiple times, is I'm just gonna build a building around that thing. And for that building, I just terraformed this whole hole back here. And with these 2 logs stripped, that's the little enchanting room all set up. And I'm here for another little progress update. I added these leaves on top of some polished deep slate, just to add a little bit of greenery into this build. And I have this flower pot, but I literally have 0 flowers at all. So I've got to find something to put in there. And I've also put a flower pot down on my bed, but I just found a few flowers, and I'll put a lily of the valley here. I also need some lighting up on the top floor, so I'm gonna take my iron and make it into nuggets, then make some torches, then craft 7 lanterns. Now I'll put a lantern right here, and I put one on the bedside, and now I have pretty much completed the interior of the build. I already showed you pretty much all of this. I just added a little lantern right here on a slab. And up here, I added this Donkey Kong painting and I put some leaves surrounding it. I also added a little bit of detailing around this window to make it look a little bit more natural on the inside. And I think the last thing I need to do on this space is to work on some exterior stuff and the roof. First of all, on the exterior, I want to make a bit of a path to my door. I want to try to add some lush caves blocks into this pond. And one of those lush caves blocks was the clay, but also I'm going to be using some moss blocks, and this will be my first time actually doing this. And now that little lush area is done, but I kind of do want a drip leaf and a small drip leaf. I just haven't gotten any of those yet. And now I've just added these little fences to act as windows on the tower. So now I'm starting to work on the roof, and I have this ring around the outside of the tower made out of the deep slate tile slabs. And I'm planning on making a cone sort of shaped thing. I think I'll do spruce or dark oak wood for the rest of the cone. So I built that. I think I just finished this. The one problem I have with it though is that it just seems like a little bit too big of a roof for how short the tower is. I think for the roof of this central area, I'll do one of those typical medieval style roofs where it's like a steep slope up, then a steep slope down on this side. And I'll do that for this mini area as well. Okay, I just got a basic shape of the main area roof done. And this is my first time looking at it, and I actually really like how that's looking. Ignore that dirt bridge that I had to make, and I'll definitely have to do some really big detailing there because that just looks really bland and terrible right now. But that's basically what the front of the house will look like, and I've just done the same sort of outline thing for this section, and yeah, that is looking really nice. I actually want to add one block there instead of that stair, so there aren't those gaps on the sides of it, but other than that, that's looking really good. And now that I have these two outlines completely done, I can actually start placing the final roof. And with this last stair, that's all the dark oak placed on the roof. Now I need to get some more cobbled deep slate to finish up the rest of the roof. And with this final slab placed, that is the roof entirely complete. And here's a nice look at it from afar as I'm standing on this dirt pillar. It is looking very, very good. But there's of course still that problem of something missing right there. And I just added that last thing, and it was just a big glass pane window. It's pretty simple, but it definitely fills up that space, and it looks natural and it looks good. But that is not quite all. There are probably still a few more minutes left in this video. And the reason it's not quite all is because I'm gonna make an attic room, and the first step of that is to gather some dark oak, then place them up here and strip them, then extend the staircase upwards, then fill in the floor. And I'm leaving some space for these decorations on both these sides, and I'll make a little railing out of trapdoors, then craft a few lanterns, and put them down for a bit of lighting, then breed some cows, then kill them for their hide, take some sugarcane, make some paper, then make some books, then make some bookshelves, then place them down like so to make a secret little reading area. And that is it for the attic. I added a little chair and a couple of leaves, but I think this attic is feeling really nice, and it won't spawn lots of mobs, hopefully at least. And now that the house is fully completed, that is the end of this episode. But as you could see behind me there, I've been building a little bit of a concept for a bridge. Basically, it just has these spruce log pillars, and the bottom is going to be lined with copper blocks. And then in between them, I think I might do a gradient similar to Walker's and my wall gradients, just to fit with the theme. But I'm going to finish building this in a future episode. It might actually be a couple episodes out, but you'll definitely see it eventually. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!